should you have any questions. I hope you liked our mini gift for you all. Matchy Patchy, as mentioned, is the very first aesthetic pimple patches that's going to be launched in the Philippines. As you can see, we have 6 different designs. We have our stars. We have tears. What else? We have our, I'm gonna open this so that you guys can have a quick glimpse of what's inside our PR kits. No? Ayaw bukas. Oh, as mentioned, we have 6 different designs of our pimple patches. So we have Catch a Twinkle. Each po pala has 20 pieces inside. So we have Catch a Twinkle. Sorry. Binuksan ko na ito kanina. And then we have Love Me Cupid. So these are like different heart shapes inside. We have Tears Do Shine. Gem Shell Glow, which I'm wearing right now. So it's holographic. And then we have In Full Bloom, which has flowers. And of course, Cut to the Shape. So one thing that you'd like about the pimple patches is that it's not only aesthetic, it's not just for aesthetic reasons, but it's also very effective. One thing is for sure, we manufacture this way in Korea, right? So we made sure that these are all vegan friendly. The materials used are vegan friendly and effective because there is hydrocolloid and also tea tree oil that really dries up your pimples. In fact, if you put one pimple patch on your pimple, it's actually you just have to wait for 6 to 8 hours, gone. There, so now I will be opening the floor for Q&A. Should you have any questions regarding the product?
We're opening for the open forum. It's a very intimate chikanta. We'll start with John Bueno of Kumagkaw.
Alright.
Hello.
Hi there. I'm just gonna shoot the question. I really love the idea of the product. It has those active ingredients that you mentioned. Can you tell us first how you devised like a plan on why you formulated these things and why you started manufacturing them?
Okay, so I am going to be speaking on behalf of our CEO. So I am actually the CMO, so I represent the marketing team of Matchy Patchy. So now, when we spoke and when we sat down, the whole point is to really make sure that we go really outside of the box. No, so usually, have you ever tried pimple patches?
No.
So if you've never tried pimple patches, normally the pimple patches really go for those invisible ones, diba? Na, what do you call this? That you put on and then you put your makeup on. Minsan, or for boys, they put it on so that it won't be, it stays invisible. Nobody would see the pimple. But the thing is, the whole point is to, embrace who you are, embrace yourself. Because, growing up, especially for teenagers up to like early 20s to even mid 30s, we still experience pimples, especially for teenagers, no? Usually, pag sinabi mong pimples, inaasar ka lagi na maligo ka naman or magano ka naman. But the thing is, it's normal to have pimples, no? So we're here also to kind of like inform everyone to just embrace who you are, but at the same time, you can go outside of the box, be fun, be flair, and then make use of these eye-catching pimple patches, right, while you heal.
Also, I was asking earlier about how you formulated this because I know this was formulated in Korea, but there are certain differences between our weather and their weather. Did you have a hand on telling them that there are certain differences or needs that needs to be addressed because ours is a tropical weather, and of course, melanin content between their skin and ours is totally
It's
different.
totally different, and we totally get that. We are a Filipino brand, so meaning to say that when we actually went to Korea, we just really made sure that the ingredients used are of quality. Are of quality. So we basically really manufactured this from thinking, I mean, from, basing it on the weather of the Philippines, the skin type of most Filipinos, and what we made sure of is, in general, it really is friendly to those who are oily or dry skin.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, next in line we have Kate at the heart. Kate.
Okay.
Para tayo mic
Kaya
pa
nga,
kayo
no.
yan.
Direct, you mentioned it's a local brand. Who is your target market and what other activities should we look for?
Well, one thing is for sure, we're really targeting our the teens and of course the mid-20s. Kasi usually naman, the younger you are, the more breakouts you experience. And then of course, the more senior you become, the lesser pimples you get to experience, no? So now, we really are, that's why if you're gonna look at our event, it's placed in gates. Even if you try to look at, we're called, our event is called Mixtapes by MATCHY PATCHY because we're trying to tour around Metro Manila and go to collaborate with different bands because most of the people who actually go to their gigs are the ones who actually experience these breakouts. No? And then later on, we're gonna be targeting schools, and of course, call centers because they don't get to sleep right.
Where will this be available?
This is already available on our TikTok shop, right? You just have to look for Matchy Patchy Official and also our website. We have an official website which is www.matchypatchyofficial.com.
Thank you. Next, we have Romel Gonzalez from TEP.
Yes, direct kasi nakilala ka namin as a director. So curious lang ako, as the CMO, paano ka napasok? Anong pangalan ng company ng Matchy Patchy? Paano ka napasok dito?
Mother, so so now thank you for that question and thank you for remembering. Now, yes, I am a filmmaker by day, by profession and by choice. However, we all know naman po na, my chosen field in indie isn't always, what do you call this?
Lucrative.
It's lucrative. You need money. You need as much executive producers to be able to produce your films. But on the side, what I do in order for us to actually make money and support our films and other people's films is, why we are able to produce is because I own a marketing firm called Creative Cartel. So this marketing firm, we do commercials, marketing, branding. So actually, it was my team who designed the packaging. So from the packaging, the ideas, the video execution, the commercials, it was done by Creative Cartel. Because that's what we really do by profession. Because before I became a filmmaker, I have almost 15 years of experience in marketing.
Yung makers ng Matchy Patchy, anong pangalan ng company? At paano kanila nakuha?
Oh, they actually just inquired from our page. No, so the name of the company is Prime Star Skincare Products Trading.
So they are
So it's under Prime Star.
They are all Koreans.
Oh no, they are locals po.
Pero
Filipinos.
may lang in Korea.
Meron lang po silang meron silang connection doon. And what they really did was 1 year in the making yung actual pimple patches. Like they really formulated it from scratch because they really want to make sure that it's effective. And for sure, when we sat down and they wanted to avail our services, we really wanted to try it first because I don't want to advertise a brand that doesn't work. So when we tried it out, I gave it out to the office, and then when we tried it out, yes, for sure, 6 to 8 hours, pimples are all dried out.
So, ng factory, direct?
Ay,
Or the laboratory?
the lab is in, in Korea.
Isa na lang, direct, medyo iba lang ako ng konti. Kasi,
Ay, sige po.
Diba recently your film won an award? Pwedeng pakikwento. Ay, ikaw ba yung
Ay,
nanalo?
opo.
Kwento, please.
Yes. So, sige po, kwento ko po. Nakakatawa kasi we weren't really expecting to win because because of all the short films that were qualified in Sinag Maynila were all so good. And there were like 10, no, Mother Mel? So there were like 10 films competing. And then 2 of them, one already got a nomination for Gawad Urian. And then the other one, I think, is actually going to Netflix na. So now, we were all like, when we were we're Metropolitan Theater. When we were at the Metropolitan Theater, everybody from my team, we were just really at the back. We were sitting down. And then we weren't really expecting anything. And then our name got called. So I think if you're gonna check the videos of Sinag Maynila online, you're gonna see that I was in total shock because we weren't really expecting to win. But thank you for voting because it really is the goal to really be able to, because the goal lang naman talaga, like what I told you guys during our press con, was to really just spread the word, spread the morals, but super huge plus that we won. Thank you po for remembering.
Best short film.
Best short
Plus the
film.
moth flies.
Yes po.
Congratulations, direct.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Siguro direct para may background kung hindi pa. Kung saan yung As the Moth Flies.
As the Moth Flies is about 2 couples that actually sought therapy, couples therapy, and in the latter part, I'm not gonna tell them everything, no? In the middle of their conversation with the Epi Kizon, because he played the psychiatrist in the film, basically what happened was the leading lady, or of course the main character, the female there, found out about a really dark, eerie past about her and Jeff.
Okay, sige. Going back to Matchy Patchy, we have questions from Kiko Escuadro from ABS.
Hi, curious lang ako kasi of all the business, bakit people patching na
I asked that question from our CEO, and the CEO said, this has less competition. So basically, pimple patches aren't such a thing yet in the Philippines. Let's be honest. Some of you actually have never tried pimple patches, even if they're already out in the market, because it's usually, you don't really see them or hindi mo naman sila kagad napapansin. And that's why, very brilliant idea of our CEO, na sabi niya, why don't we make it aesthetic para kapag kakailanganin ng mga tao, they'd be more thrilled, excited, especially to the younger folks, to try it out. Especially now, kasi the kids are always super edgy. They like all those glitters on their face, those agaw pansin na mga pimple patches. So, yun po yung idea, because it has less competition, and at the same time, we really wanna be able to explain or emphasize how important pimple patches are.
Na-launch na ba siya sa
Yes po, launch na po siya last October 25 pa. Today, we officially launched the website po.
Kamusta yung reception naman?
The reception is fair. It's okay because we haven't really introduced this yet. But right now, one of the marketing executions that we're doing is we're going around the metro through gigs. We're partnering up with really famous bands to be able to give out samples, small samples to gig goers, so that they can try it out. And if they want, and of course, if they want more, they could just purchase it from our TikTok shop or our website.
Direct magkano?
It is, ay, hulaan nyo po.
Ay.
Hulaan nyo from the packaging.
100.
So, if you're, I'm gonna give you a sample of how it looks like. No? So, this is how you open it. And then there's like a by pimple instruction here. And then how to apply and where to apply and when to apply. Because we also want to educate everyone na you have to make sure that, of course, you do your proper skincare before you put your pimple patches. And then, of course, there's 20 pieces inside. And there are stickers inside. So, pack na pack para sa mga bagets.
300.
300. Sino ba po? What's your hula?
249.
249. Believe it or not, it is only 149 pesos. It is 149 pesos because we want to make it affordable for everyone.
For students.
Yes. And then currently, we actually have a promo. So it's a mini bundle promo. So we're selling like if you buy 2 pimple patches, you get a chance to win VIP tickets to Believers. So for Bini. One celebrity endorser, one band endorser, and of course we want to be able to like really explore and find those who actually need it, na mga influencers or even the normal people, because we want to really showcase that this is diverse and it really embraces all genders, of all skin types.
Going back to your life as an indie filmmaker, what else are your future projects?
Currently, this is our future project, but I will. So we're currently, and another thing that I'm doing right now is I am about to launch a new business, but hopefully it gets launched by 2025, January of 2025. I won't tell you what it is first because I don't want to jinx it. One thing is for sure, it's gonna be entertaining and we're gonna light up the sky.
Last one for me. You mentioned that this is the first one in the Philippines. For the aesthetic pimple patch, are there other countries that have it?
One that I know of that's very popular is in the United States, which is called Starface rather. It's Starface. So basically, wala siyang ibang designs. It's just a star. Like marami siyang stars. Tapos it comes with this really heavy box. But it's all only in the US. I've seen a couple of skincare shops that sell it, but it's pretty expensive since it's being exported here. They go for like 600 to 700 pesos for 6 pieces.
Very last one. What if I put it on my skin even if I don't have a pimple?
Then, one thing is for sure is that you know that your skin is not gonna get irritated. So, you're using it just for aesthetic reasons. Ang dami naman po dyan na naglalagay na ng kung ano-ano sa face kahit wala namang pimples or whatnot. And, you know, kung naglalagay ng diamante, then might as well use this. At least, it's, you know, it's safe for your skin.
Thank you.
How long does it last when you stick it on?
This one, believe it or not, we've tried it like we went we went swimming with the pimple patches on.
Oh, really?
And when nung umahon kami, it's still on. It's still sticking really 100%. And then the next day, when we removed it, wala na yung pimple. Like natanggal niya na.
Okay.
Thank you.
So parang perfect din siya ng no? Siguro, you launch it now because it's perfect for the holidays also. So
That's right. We really made sure to like launch it as soon as possible, because we really planned on like launching pa early June, but because we really wanted to make sure that everything is all straightened out from the packaging, from the actual product that becomes effective, and at the same time really plan on how we're going to be executing this further marketing wise. That's why we really waited for the right timing. And I believe that this is the right timing because like what you said, it is nearing Christmas. So it's perfect for the holidays, perfect for like small gifts or yung mga monita-monito, right? Is that how you call it? Monita-monito, the exchange gifts. Because again, it's very affordable, 149 pesos each. If you purchase it all, it's still gonna be less than 1,000 pesos. Right? You give them out a package of these pimple patches, especially for those na maraming inaanak na mga teenagers. So it's perfect.
Alright, another question is about the places that you can get this. Currently it's on TikTok shop and your website. Would people have certain perks if they purchase it directly from the website or if it's purchasable on TikTok? Do you...
Both naman po, it's the same because the perks that they get is that it comes with stickers and then it also comes with a mirror. But again, it's limited edition. No? And then also, in Christmas time, we're actually gonna be launching, by December 1, we're gonna be launching a Christmas special edition. So Christmas yung designs niya. Mga parol, yes, mga parol, mga gifts,
So
gano'n.
does that mean that
Christmas
you're gonna
socks.
do that in every occasion?
Um, I guess for Halloween for next year na, but for one thing's for sure, we have already prepared the designs for Christmas and also for Valentine's.
Okay. How long does the product last? I mean, does it expire after a certain period? Or?
It doesn't expire from a certain period because it is known to last for 24 months po. Because
okay.
all you need to do
Years.
is just put it back inside. Kaya nga po ang ganda kasi very handy lang siya.
Okay.
Very handy lang siya if let's say you have a very important event, all of a sudden you notice you have a pimple, then just put it on. Also, what's good about this is that para naman po doon sa mga professionals natin, dahil nga sa, syempre, if let's say you have a conference and whatnot, and you want naman na hindi siya kita, we also have ones that are see-through, right? So we have cut to the shape. It's a transparent one, yes. Ay, hindi po. Transparent siya, pero kumbaga translucent na ano niya yung, it won't be seen. Yes. Opo.
Okay, so it can cover.
It can cover, yes.
Meron din siyang concealer.
Parang ganun po, pero sticker.
Before we go on with Nas, tanong ko lang, yung CEO or yung owner ng company is a female or male?
Female po. Dalawang female sila.
Oo. So, ano ba ang age bracket nila? Mother na ba sila?
They are in their 40s. Yes, they are in their 40s. And then when I asked them, it's quite weird that you're going for pimple patches because this is normally used by teenagers and the younger peeps. And they said they're not mothers yet. They're both single, but like what they said, we don't really have pimple patches or we don't really make use of pimple patches as much here yet in the Philippines. So that's why we want to introduce that.
Meron ba silang anak, pamangkin?
They don't have kids, but they do have nieces and nephews. And the CEO actually was, experienced acne breakout when she was younger. So that's why. Actually, they have plans to like launch their own skincare line. It's just that there's just too much competition of skincare in the Philippines. So in the meantime, we want to make sure that we start off with pimple patches first.
Okay, we continue with our set of questions from Nas Cabares.
Direct, sa Korea siya formulated pero 100% Filipino si MATCHY PATCHY.
Yes po.
May question lang si Kuya Romel. Pwede rin gamitin siya sa ibang parts ng katawan na may pimples?
Yes po, kahit yung mga back knee, as long as it's acne related, yes.
Final lang, bakit MATCHY PATCHY yung napili niyo?
Because you gotta match it and you patch it. And we wanted to make it fun sounding, so we said matchy patchy.
Thank you.
Hindi ba siya magiging available sa Watsons, Mercury in the future?
It's one of the plans, but we want to make sure that we do this online, and we want to do this on a step-by-step process first, right? And then once we actually receive good reception about the brand, then later on we will be exploring consignment with, you know, with the likes of Watson's, Mercury Drug, and so on.
We have set of questions from Albert Ryan of Chicanes. Albert, intimate na modulate na.
Hey,
Mabuhay po!
Ang target ako. Kasi di ba yung Filipinos na majority of the Filipinos have brown skin. With regards to yung transparent yung patch, ano ba siya? Will it complement the brown?
It will complement matic po. Magko-complement po siya sa skin po nila.
Okay. And so pwede rin siyang patungan ng makeup.
Yes po. So safe kayo that it doesn't really irritate the pimple or the acne.
Okay. And like earlier, you shared na parang one of the goals of the CEO is parang introduce skincare products somehow in the future.
In the future.
So, anong tawag ito? So right now, ano yung in the near future na mga supplementary products with your
We're still gonna be exploring pimple patches muna because there are also actually already like more advanced pimple patches, especially when we visited Japan. There are actually pimple patches na meron na pong, what do you call this? Yung parang micro needles, because especially for those yung matindi po talaga yung acne breakouts. Usually, they go for micro-needling na to make sure that na-reborn yung skin, right? So, now, we're in the near future, we're still gonna be exploring muna pimple patches, like different pimple patches, because this one, hydrocolloid and T3. So, mostly, ang focus niya is to really dry up your pimple. And it dries up, 6 to 8 hours, you remove it, tanggal na yung laman. Right? So tanggal yung pimple inside so that it won't cause more problems or irritations. Now, for like more advanced or problematic skin types na talagang breakout, we are in the works of really formulating something with micro needles in the pimple patch. So that's not painful because it's like super nano small. Like you hardly see it. It's kind of like from yung pakiramdam ng Velcro. So pag nilagay mo lang siya, parang may konting may parang nakamot niya lang yung pakiramdam. And then when you go do that, it's really attached sa pinaka-epidermis mo to really release the medication.
Last na lang, when you say for teenagers siya, like how old?
It's actually, pwede po siya sa lahat ng age po. So, I have a son, so I have a 10-year-old son, and his dad actually sent me a photo of him na may pimple. 10 years old, sabi ko, how can he have pimples? And he has like one pimple here. And then, perfect timing. Sabi ko, it was the time na nasa amin lahat ng pimple patches. Sabi ko, try nga natin. And then we tried it out. Doon ko na patunayan, 6 to 8 hours talaga tanggal siya. Tanggal yung pimples. So, yun po. So, and also, when like what I said, it's vegan friendly po kasi the materials, the ingredients used are vegan friendly. So meaning to say, it's safe for kids, even safe for animals. But of course, why would you put pimple patches to animals? But for kids, they're safe. Thank you.
So, direct sabi mo, 6 to 8 hours, pwedeng habang natutulog?
Yes po.
Okay. So, overnight pwede siya.
Yes po.
And then, wala namang allergy. Ano yung may mga allergy or side effects?
Wala po. Again po, Mother Mel, we made sure po talaga na it is vegan friendly. So when we say vegan friendly, ang mga ginamit po talagang materials dito would be the ones that are all natural. Wala tayong like harmful chemicals na nilagay po to really make sure that it is effective and at the same time, it is going to be safe for all skin types.
Sa research mo, direct, sa Asia, ano-ano ng bansa yung may mga ganyan?
Korea has one. Starface in the US. But mostly, I've noticed from our research, it's usually Korea, Japan, China, and the United States.
By that you mean aesthetic, yung aesthetic na patch.
Yes po, by that we mean mga aesthetic na pimple patches. But again, pimple patches, meron naman, I mean, we're not the first one for pimple patches. We have ones in the Philippines. Actually, Dr. Vicky Bello has pimple patches under Bello. But those are like the normal ones.
Pwede naman mag-follow Sige, pwede pa kayo mag-follow We have question from Kuya Eugene Asis of People's Journal.
Hello po.
Hi, Direct. Do you have, may mga in mind na ba kayo na kung sino yung gusto nyo kunin na inbox?